Hello, and welcome back to The Nerve.
Hey, yeah.
Thank you very much for coming back. It's very lovely to see you again. We're grateful for your presence. We are hungover. We went out last night.
We're going to make this work, though. We can do this.
Yeah.
So, we saw a great band last night, Stray Native. That's why we're feeling a little bit rough. And we're going to have Stray Native on today. We can't wait for you to meet them. They're great guys. They absolutely crushed the live show, and we think they're going to be good fun today. So, yeah, let's do this.
It's going to be good. What we've got here, please follow our socials. So we've got an Instagram page now called The Nerve Pod. Obviously follow Call to the Faithful at Call to the Faithful. And also follow Here We Are, where we are. Obviously we're sponsored by Here We Are. We're here. So follow that page on Instagram, here_we_aunts. And I think that, and then also follow Stray Native, Stray_native. Get on their socials get on all those socials for any updates with gigs and other potential hangovers. So yeah,
Wicked.
let's get into it.
Let's do this.
Clapper.
It's the clapper.
Clapper. The clapper.
Dude, he's got the clap already. You haven't even said a word.
Yeah, we knew it was a risk when we invited you on.
We've got the pots of antibiotics on the way. Barry says that he takes them intravenously anyway, most days. So we've got to agree. Praise be unto Barry.
Praise be into Barry.
Unto Barry. Or into, yes, praise be unto Barry. Press softly into Barry.
Press me into Barry.
This is Stray Native. Welcome
Stray Native are here, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you. We're natives.
Welcome.
And strays.
Welcome to The Nerve.
Would you like to tell your names like we're in primary school?
So I'm Karl. I play drums in Stray Native.
And your favourite colour?
It's purple.
Lovely, lovely.
I'm Ozzy and I play bass.
And
Hence the tash.
Your and the tag? We'll get that. And your favourite colour? Come on, we're in primary school.
Blue.
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 Lovely.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I'm Boff, and I sing and shout. And,
Does all the tech.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, don't undersell yourself.
Yeah.
Come on, this is your chance to.
You are the brains.
Yeah, yeah,
We've got the limelight.
He's the goat. He's the goat of tech.
Yeah.
We all know it's the singers that hold these bands up. We know.
Yeah, it's exactly the same in this band.
Oh, we found out recently Boff does actually a really good impression of a goat as well.
Do you
Okay.
go on?
Really goat Boff.
Well,
Oh, you got it. I'm just going to
right, is it a goat or is it a sheep?
I don't know, but Billy Goat Boff.
we'll decide. We'll decide whether it's a goat or a sheep.
Oh, that's like Billy Goat, I think, yeah.
That's Billy Goat Boff.
That is Billy Goat Boff, yeah. Have you been to...
He eats everything in sight as well.
Oh, right, so I'll just leave my hands hanging out.
Actually, my shoe's a bit close to it.
Yeah, keep it off. I'm a bit peckish to be fair.
Have you been to, what's it, that zoo, Hamilton Zoo? They've got that like petting zoo with the goats and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that where you grew up?
Is that the one?
No,
Is
no.
that where you learned your accent?
Like, you know, I kind of like going around them things and just talking to them. Seeing how the day's going.
Is that the one-
Impressive anti, so in
Right.
Hamilton's.
Did they really?
Just throw that out there.
Is that the one near you?
Impressive
Didn't the tiger eat the zookeeper there or
Tiger
something?
Diddy,
Yeah.
No.
And do you know what the funny
Yeah,
thing
man.
is about that is that, which isn't funny, but what is funny about it, because jokes about things are funny, is that the statue they've got to commemorate the zookeeper is the tiger that killed her.
No.
Yeah.
And they've got like a
Made
big
out-
rich foot
made
coming
out
out
of
of the mouth.
horseshoes. Made out of horseshoes. I don't know why. It's like
She loved that tiger.
she did
It's
so
what
much.
And hated horses.
it's what she would have wanted.
I don't get it. It's such a weird memorial. I think it's mad.
That's horseshoes as well. That's a bit mad.
Yeah. It looks
Horse
good.
isn't even that exotic in a zoo.
No,
I suppose you're not going to make it out of tiger
Do
shit.
you
You
get
don't
horses in
get
zoos?
tiger shit.
Do you get horses in zoos?
Well, how do they catch the
Seahorses, I know that
Someone must ride a
aquarium.
horse around. And
What in
is
the
that a thing?
I feel like everything is cooler if you're doing it on horseback.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
not
literally,
everything.
like-
No, I could name
You
a
could be
few
doing
things.
the most like menial of tasks, and like it's just instantly 10 times cooler on horseback.
Well, taking
That's
a
totally
shit
fair.
isn't that great. I tried.
What? Tell
No,
me
you
what?
don't
I'm
take
trying
it.
to take
On
shit on a
a
horse.
horse.
all right. Let's say
On a horse's
let's
back.
say
Yeah, why?
everything other than
I was young. Put it
other
on the
than
video.
bodily fluid evacuations. Anything else other than that, you know. Made
Yeah, that's
cooler.
fair. That's
I
fair.
thought that was like, you know, I didn't think that needed saying.
Right.
But you immediately go to feces. Like,
General Stockholm, pudding.
Shitting on horses.
This is going to be we talk within 5 minutes of every podcast we're going to do the shit talk. That's always it's straight into like yeah.
Literally.
So who shits the most in Stray Native?
I probably shit the most times.
Okay, but
But
not by
then-
volume.
Not volume, no. Mine are always
Between
just,
you
you
two.
know, in and out, and then shit, I didn't finish.
I don't think I shit that much. I'll probably,
How do you
I'll
not-
probably
how
do
do you
like
not
one a
finish?
day. Like,
How'd you go, oh, I'm not quite finished yet, so I'm just going to...
Because I'm a busy man,
save that
Ethan.
in.
You
Some
never-
of us
yeah.
have fucking shit to do.
You never,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
sometimes you have got actual shit to do,
Yeah,
so
I
just
know.
shit it all out. Just do
Yeah.
it.
you never do it.
sometimes some
Time
of
of
it's
day,
not
mate.
ready.
Yeah.
When you get to a certain age, mate, everything needs a second visit.
Fair enough. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not quite
No,
there
you're
yet. That's
nearly
totally
there.
fair.
You're getting there.
So guys, welcome to Here We Aren't. This is the marital home of Ethan and I. This is our
Sure,
our
yeah.
lounge.
It's a beauty,
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
We apologise if the atmosphere is a little bit frosty. We had a bit of an argument this morning over which is the best toaster setting to use.
Did you?
Yeah. So
Well, go on then.
we're
What's the
just about as well. So I think I go on 6.
Yeah,
Ethan
but-
thinks it should be 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 for a crumpet, 4 for a piece of toast. Crumpets obviously a denser matter. They need the
I'm
longer
using the
in
wrong
the oven.
toasters. I can't get past 3, and then it's fucked.
We see. Okay, so right. So what is the dial for then? Is it for time or is it for heat? If heat
Is it-
I just
Is it-
think it's for lifestyle.
Is what the dial? What,
How many-
1 year?
Depending on how it looks, you go, yeah, he looks like a bit of a 3. That toaster. Yeah, he's got a bit of a fucking glint about him, bit of glitter on
Oh,
the
right.
handle.
Oh, we're talking about
He's a
toaster
3.
Tinder.
Yeah, yeah, I think he'd do well on a 3.
He's
But
got
if you're
4
going
slots.
6, yours must be battered. It's very rusty as fuck.
Yeah. I want my toast to only be identified by its dental records.
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
How many
you,
teeth you
uh,
find in it after you've made your toast?
Did you know that Ramstein do toasters?
Shut up.
Really?
They do
They
everything.
do toasters, and it actually like
Do they have their
cooks
masks on it?
it cooks the band
The
logo,
logo.
onto the piece of toast.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
That's actually.
They've also got
Okay.
Oh,
soap
yeah.
in the shape
Yeah,
of penises,
like, that's great.
but
Yeah.
Can you imagine
Yeah,
doing
I've
that on
seen
your merch
that.
stand?
I've seen that.
Just having toasters on your merch stand instead of t-shirts.
Bringing them up the stairs in the Met Lounge.
literally, what's that? Oh, it's a merch, man. Like,
What's the worst? What's
15
the
quid a toaster.
Hey,
Like,
what's
this
the
has got
weirdest
Oz's
thing then?
face on it with "get" written underneath.
Yeah.
what's the weirdest thing you've seen or bought on a merch stand then? They don't really get any
I don't know.
random shit. I
I
always
usually-
wanted to do
Not
fishing
anymore, though.
I
tape.
love it. I like it. We get these guests on that've got the questions lined up for
I know,
us.
I
We
know,
don't
ready
have
to
to.
go, ready to
Just,
go.
Yeah, sorry.
Have you got any more questions?
Taken over.
Go for it, mate.
Have you got any more questions for these guys?
Yeah. What's that digging into my arsehole?
But you're right, I don't
Yeah.
think...
Yeah, you should
Merch
point
has
it
got-
I
out.
can see both your hands. That's why I'm confused.
Oh,
So,
dear.
so boys, tell us about Stray Native. How
Well, I
did
think
you?
Bryson, before we dive into that, I think I just want to clarify. Have you seen, Carl, the football score so far?
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't
I
talk
said I
about
should have
it.
saved it. I gave him.
Are you okay? Can we? Are we good to
I'm
fit?
alright.
Are we
I'm
good to
alright.
finish?
I'm not watching it, so I'm alright. Let's say that, shall we? Like, yeah. You're a West Ham fan, mate. So
Well,
I'm
we
worried
don't-
about
well, we
it.
don't know-
Like,
we-
aren't you a Villa fan?
Whoa. We don't know when we're putting this out, so we don't want to date it by giving away what game we're talking about. But
Okay,
we're just
yeah.
all we need to know is that Carl's not a happy boy today.
No, because he's half German and they just lost the World Cup.
Alright.
Okay, so now,
Thanks for bringing that up.
so now,
Like, yeah.
yeah, so now you've made him feel like shit.
Yeah, let's climb back up again.
Let's crack on.
Let's not
Crack
think.
on.
Let's not dwell on it too hard,
Talk
mate.
about the good things, though.
Yeah,
right?
let's not. We won't
Yeah.
talk about football. We won't talk about Man U. We
before
won't talk
times.
about the game. We won't talk about the terrible loss. We'll just keep it nice and fresh.
But how
Cool.
did you get on with your F1 syndicate then?
Don't even start talking.
Have
What
you
a
fucked it?
shit race.
Have you fucked
What
it?
an awful sport.
No, because I picked it right because I had Fernando Alonso and Verstappen because I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But in my heart of hearts, I dreamt it wouldn't. I dreamt that actually we would have a close field and it'd be a really good race.
You're a
And it
dreamer. That's
wasn't.
what I've always liked about you.
Yeah,
That's-
and
yeah.
it was shit. We know how that we
You're a
know,
dreamer, Hutton.
mate, innit?
Yeah.
We know how it's going to
You
end.
don't drive the van, you take things to the van.
Yeah, innit? I feel like I'm getting back. I feel like I'm getting run over by the van. That's how I get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress.
Stray Native, yes.
Yes.
Who are you? Where did it come from?
Well, I
Tell us
started-
about Stray Native.
I started it.
You started it,
honest,
yeah?
You're the glue.
Yeah, well, I was in a 10-piece
always a
funk
bass
band, the
player.
Wise Naive.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love the Wise Naive.
Yeah,
Do
and
you want to
I
go
was
into
getting
what
my
happens?
thing down with my little cheesy grin and sunglasses on stage.
It was so
I
cool.
always said you were the happiest bass player I'd ever seen.
But that was like
No.
that was like sunshine.
Always had a
bands.
queue around him,
Yeah.
just like flowers around him. Just, oh my god.
The Wise Naive is like being on the beach in the sun
Yeah.
with a smile on your face, and then I didn't like all of that, to be honest.
No,
I
that
fancied
sounds-
a bit of getting in the sewers and rubbing my face in a bit of shit. So I was like,
So you
let's
thought
start a rock
you'd call
band.
up Karl and Boff and
Well,
see
no,
if they...
it actually started because I was in the Wise Naive, but I wanted to play some rock music, and then a guy we all know from the scene, Ben McArath, of all names,
I don't know.
fucking amazing
I don't know.
musician.
Where's he from?
So he was a singer in my old band.
Okay.
Your old
In
band?
Tilmore.
Tilmore.
So yeah, he was the vocalist from that.
Yeah, and he put a post out on Facebook saying he wanted to start a rock thing, and I was like, oh, that's an itch I'd like to scratch.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, I'm up for it. Do you want to come to the studio? And just the two of us met up, and he had a couple of tunes, and I digged it. And we said, right, who should we ask? And we both just said, Carl.
Carl, get Karl on
I
the
mean,
drums.
both first thing
Yeah.
we said was, let's get Carl in.
Done deal.
Totally.
Yeah, that would be
Totally
good. And then I said Paul as well. Paul, England. So,
Yeah.
so the four
Old
of us
Penguin.
jammed, didn't we?
Yeah, for a little while.
For a little while, we had a couple of tunes straight
So
off the
at that
bat.
point, who was? What was the setup then? So it was Pengland on guitar,
Guitar,
you on bass,
yeah,
and drums. That
drums,
was what it was.
and Ben was
Oh, Ben,
singing.
he was
and,
singing. Right, so you
and
weren't singing. It
guitar,
was
but
Ben.
It was his song. We only had like one song. It was that early.
Right.
Yeah.
Were
then-
you called Stray Native at that point?
No, we
No,
had,
no,
oh,
no.
no, don't even
It
go
was-
there.
Yeah,
Fuck
no,
it
no,
now.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
that's,
really?
that's a
No.
whole nother story.
Oh, what?
Like, we
Fucking
will get into that.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah. 'Cause- so there was a name before Stray Native.
No.
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 Well, no.
No.
I would say
No,
there,
it's
there
insert
were,
band
there
name
were,
was
there
like the
were,
closest we had. wasn't it?
Right,
'Cause we
okay.
just like we knew we had to come.
There
up
were some
with
names in
things.
the hat, but most of them you probably can't say without getting cancelled, is what the vibe I'm getting.
Nah, it was more. There were names that I just when we
There was
started
some
the
front
band.
runners,
When
weren't there?
when we started the band, the thing that we always kind of wanted to do was it would be something that we all agreed on all the time.
Yeah, we tried to run it by committee.
Yeah,
That is
every
fucking
hard
difficult.
to do.
you
That is
know
difficult.
that, and I think that's why a lot of why it took us a long time to get to our first show.
Well,
Like,
years.
Years,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
actual years.
So we started playing with Ben, and then I think Ben wanted to take it down a more personal route, which was and his music is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Right.
he is a
But
fan.
he was
Yeah.
he was it would have been his band, sort of
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
Right.
which is fine. But we
Is he doing something
we
different?
needed another element. We needed another guitarist. We wanted another guitarist.
Yeah.
And the amazing Jake Monson said, I'm up for it.
So you already knew Jake from?
Yeah. So these two were in a band with Jake.
I didn't
called
realise both
Visions.
you were in a band.
Yeah.
so
Visions
we were,
are savage, by the way. Look 'em up.
Visions before.
Right.
So after Tilmore, I
You
joined Visions for a little while. We did an album, did a
Wow.
few shows, did Tech Fest at the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice,
And
nice.
then
You got signed, didn't you?
they were signed before me.
Yeah.
So like those guys, you guys did quite well actually. Like way before I joined the band, didn't
Wow.
you?
Visions
To be
was
honest.
mental.
Really?
And they shot a video in Rocket Park, which
Yeah, we
Paul,
did, yeah.
which Paul
Oh,
videoed
yeah.
in the warehouse.
We'll have to cover Rocket Park because that's
That's
huge,
a whole-
huge
yeah,
for me,
yeah,
Nathan.
yeah.
I mean, without Rocket Park, Call to the Faithful probably wouldn't exist. So like,
I mean,
we definitely got to cover
well,
that.
that's-
but-
Yeah, we'll have to go
Isn't
down
it, for I
Rocket Park
think-
in a bit. Yeah.
Again, that's a special part of us. It's
Mm.
something that was, it was our home.
That's how we all
Yeah.
met.
Yeah, it's how
Every one of
that's
us.
it. I mean,
Really
is.
so through playing in Two or More is how I met Oz many years ago, and
Yeah.
So what were you doing in the
never
scene at that
got
point
rid
then?
of me.
What were you doing? Because you'd moved
What,
up from
doing
London.
Visions?
Yeah.
I was in the Wise Naive doing the 10-piece funk shit.
Oh, that's right.
And the
okay,
Dukes of
right,
Nazareth,
right,
of
right.
course.
The Dukes, man.
The problem is, you keep telling us you're going to release some of those songs you never do.
No. Because it's just a juicy dangler, isn't it? I can keep doing it forever until
You
it
literally can,
finally
yeah.
happens.
Maybe we
They're
can
great
start a
songs.
movement off the back of this episode.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
do like a hashtag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag
those songs.
release the Nazareth.
Free
Yeah.
the Dukes.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good hashtag.
Yeah.
So you
Some
got-
of them were naughty though. We did get to a point with the Dukes that we were like, maybe we should start wearing masks.
Yeah.
So people
There
don't
were some
know who we are, 'cause
subjects.
it's a bit close to the mark.
Yeah.
But we
it
were
was very
basing
close to
them.
that,
I mean,
like.
Yeah.
I know you're not talking about the Dukes, but we were basing the Dukes really off the back of an episode we saw on Brass Eye. about good AIDS and bad AIDS.
Yeah.
And fucking, it was so funny. But it was acceptable back then. And then sort of the older you get, and we're still singing about fucking AIDS, and they're like, oh my god, no, we got to calm this down a little bit.
But it was funny.
Oh mate,
Because at the end of the day,
it cut a room in half. It cut a room in half.
but because it wasn't like particularly offensive. It was obviously like the music you were playing was like you could tell it was joke. You could tell it was parody. Yeah?
Oh,
Like,
all my
joke-
family
the thing,
hated
isn't
it
it?
because
Yeah.
they were like, because your songs are good, but you fucking
Yeah.
your lyrics
And they were
are
brilliant.
terrible.
Yeah.
It's just so offensive.
That's how you.
Yeah.
That's how
But
you
it's
get
so
away with
good
it.
work,
As long as
like-
the music's good, people are like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
let them do it. Let them keep doing.
Because there are some hacks that do it, but what you guys did was really good. It was high quality music.
Yeah, we got.
And it was
we
fucking
turned a few
hilarious.
heads. That's
It was
for
Yeah.
catchy, wasn't it?
When
It was
I-
catchy.
When I moved to Peterborough, you guys were the Dukes were one of the first live bands I ever saw, and I was like, oh, this is cool, man. This is good fun. This is
Welcome
good
to
fun.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Fucking mad.
That's silly. But
So,
anyway,
right, so we digress.
Yeah,
so where
so
were we? You were
they were
Ben-
doing Visions.
They were doing Visions.
I was doing Dukes and.
You
what's
brought Ben
name?
in to do the thingy. You was 4-piece.
Yeah, and then Jake joined.
Jake joined. So where did you know Jake from?
To
Sorry.
be honest,
He was
so
from
the-
Visions.
Visions,
Yeah.
and I knew him anyway from like he used to work at Peterborough Music as well, so he's
Right,
always been
Okay.
around,
Okay.
everyone knows Jake.
floating around. But he's just a savage guitarist.
Yeah, he is. He is
Very
phenomenal.
good.
Yeah,
He is really
And
good.
creatively, like even not just guitar, like the songs he writes. He's written a lot of the songs that
Yeah.
we have now as straight native.
Really?
Yeah, they slap, as you know.
Yeah, they do
I
slap.
think that was a bit
Hard.
of a big step, wasn't it? We didn't really have songs
Yeah.
until we brought Jake into the mix. When
Yeah.
we brought Jake into the mix, he kind of had a whole back catalogue of
Yeah.
songs
Right.
that he was just presented to us.
And
a
we
whole
just
folder.
we fell in
Yeah,
love with
yeah,
him
yeah.
instantly. But
Yeah.
Ben didn't really. I don't think he did. So and he said, look, I'm gonna
Go a
leave you
different
guys
way.
to it.
Yeah.
And
I-
that was
I think-
basically it. There was no real
think-
fucking
I think it's
malice or anything that involved in that.
Quite a common dynamic for a guitarist to be like a
Yeah.
heavily creative influence in the writing of music and stuff. And
Yeah.
certainly in our experience, we've always had leaned quite heavily on our guitarists to in the writing
Is
process.
that why
I
I
think.
keep leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I
That's
couldn't
how
help
it is.
myself.
Hey.
Oh,
well,
fired.
Yeah, we've
Right in the nuts.
we've kicked out more than have left us, mate.
Yeah. I'll drink to that. Well played.
Oh, of course, he's got the it flask.
Got a little bit of this.
Keep
Yeah.
us going.
Your cough medicine.
Yeah,
I know you got a bit of a
your
cough, haven't you?
medicinal.
So
Yeah, mate.
yeah.
As I said, when you get to my age, you don't do everything twice. I'm drinking
So
piss
keep
just
going.
to keep things going through.
It's like a weird form of dialysis.
I'll just keep recycling.
Yeah. So right, where do we get to? So we got Jake in the band now.
Yeah, so Jake joined and he brought
Yeah,
a
the
raft
ba-
of songs
load
with
of
him, and we were
songs.
like, these are insane.
Yeah.
And well, you and Jake had a little
we had sort of
G drive file, didn't you,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
old songs, like
Yeah.
a little fucking cache.
But they were stuff
Right.
that
Of
was
old
that-
songs
there's
that
some
they
of
had.
the stuff there
They
that's
sent it-
that was written originally, like
For Vision.
You guys, yeah,
that's
so,
right.
so a lot of the songs, to a degree, you could say stemmed from being Vision songs.
Yeah.
Wow.
But at the same time, when we became a band, when we started jamming, we were always like, let's not pigeonhole ourselves as a band.
Yeah.
Let's just
yeah,
do what we think
Yeah,
we like.
if someone's got
at
an
the
idea,
time.
bring
Yeah.
it to the table. Let's just do it. Like,
Yeah.
let's just write it and see what comes of it.
Yeah.
I think.
But then we all started bringing a bit in. So
Yeah,
I
that's
brought
it.
a couple of songs in that
Yep.
I'd written.
Yep.
Paul had a song he'd written, which we will get done at one point. Double Dutch Rudder, it's called at the minute, but it needs a new title.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair.
Paul was telling me, was
That's it.
explaining to me last night the way you've got like the actual titles and the working titles.
Oh
and-
yeah, every
Because
song.
I,
every
I,
song's got a
I,
different
I
title.
clocked it on your set lists last night where you've got like both names
Yeah.
on the set
Yeah,
list.
yeah,
Because you can never remember. You go, you say the normal name, you go, what one's that again? Oh, Twatfold.
Like in our in-ears as
I love
well.
that
We
song.
also have the prompts from
Yeah.
Boff on the in-ears.
Is it Bob
With-
saying?
Yeah,
like,
he
like
does
he's got.
say-
He does it in a
Like,
Norfolk
yeah.
accent as
Yeah.
well. And we pitched it up because we
Oh,
got
God.
too confused that he was actually talking to us. We're like, oh, we got to change your voice a little bit.
One of them is pretending to be Arnie.
All right, I'll go. We need to.
Mid-Bob.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Yeah.
Do it now. Come on.
I
That's
said,
what you're waiting for.
I said last night when he did that voice, you looked like the baby from Junior. The best Arnold Schwarzenegger film ever. Imagine Arnie being pregnant. What a film! What a film!
I know, yeah.
That lives in my head.
my skin is, I'm so soft.
Hard to believe they didn't make a sequel to that one.
It's like, yeah, innit?
Yeah.
Junior
Where's
Song.
my Lowry? I just want my Lowry.
So yeah, we have things like that on the backing tracks.
I
ourselves.
absolutely love it that your go-to Arnie impression isn't "Get to the Chopper" because that's
No,
old, isn't it?
I mean, it's a great one, but I mean,
No.
there's so many other, like, you know, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? And what does it do? It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. Put the cookie down now. It's like a treasure trove, like, you know.
He is great. What an
Aye.
actor. What a man.
Pumping is like coming, you know. I pump when I'm at work. I'm coming when I go to the gym. I'm coming when I'm posting in front of thousands of people. I'm coming all the time.
He could probably just
I
name an Arnold Schwarzenegger
coming.
film.
I'm coming. Sorry,
That's
Commando.
I have to come.
You know, Commando.
Full of
Fucking. My name's Arnold Braunschweiger, the famous comedian.
That's not on Commando, surely.
Brilliant.
I don't remember that bit.
From Commando.
No,
Just before he shoots his bazooka.
That's the iconic line he says, yeah.
Well, I think we can get at least 4 more minutes out of this. Carry on.
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to.
So you got that sort of shit coming through your ears.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much, yeah.
So right, so where are we at to? We're at the
So
corner.
Jake
We're at Jake.
turned up. We all
Turned
write
up.
songs.
Yeah.
Paul's written a song. I've written 2 or 3 songs.
So Boff's
And
not,
Boff's
on,
not
Boff's
even
not
in the
here
scene
at this point.
And we're talking 5 years ago, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
fucking
like,
hell, right,
Jesus.
okay.
During
So Ben's
all-
still in the band at this point?
No,
No.
no,
So
no,
when
no.
did,
That's
when
just
did
for
he
us.
leave?
He left quite early on.
Right, okay.
Pretty
So
much
when Jake
Jake joined,
joined,
Ben
then
left.
Right. So there was
That's
no one singing
fancy.
at that point then?
No,
no.
Right, okay.
but in
But we
saying
just
that,
started writing all these songs musically. With no,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
some of them had lyrics that we'd written, but we didn't have a singer to sing
It's
Yeah,
weird that
yeah.
you didn't hit me up. I don't know.
them.
we've always known that
It was gonna
Boff
be
was
Boff.
the guy that we needed.
You
Yeah.
just
And we asked
you
him. We
work-
asked him early on,
working on
and
him.
he turned us down.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I
he
was,
said no.
I was in like
Controversial.
I was in
Yeah.
like 3 or 4
You
bands
are
at
a lot,
the
so what bands
time.
are you in at the moment?
So I've got my function band, Bear Club, which is all just like pop covers.
Yeah.
Uh,
You sing guitar in that as well?
yeah,
Yeah.
sing guitar. I don't do a lot of singing. I just do
Oh,
all
you're
the
backing.
shouty,
Right,
hypey
right, right.
bits, and you know, Sam does all of the
He does
lovely
Shaggy
dulcet
basically.
tone.
Honestly, he does the
MC.
whole rap for Shaggy. He does the rap
Brilliant.
for Jump Around.
Yeah. Then I play bass in another band called Indigo Shore.
How's that going?
Yeah, it's going alright.
Good.
We're just working on some new stuff at the minute, getting it
Nice.
written and recorded, and release that at some point.
Fucking
So.
busy boy.
Were you in Kingdom Keys as well?
Yeah.
Is that really what Indigo Shore is now? Is that replaced?
Kinda, yeah. Like the problem with Kingdom Keys was like there was 6 of us, and we were all busy
Yeah.
individuals anyway. So organising,
Yeah.
getting together, like, and actually.
You just
being
keep adding new
productive.
bands to your list.
Pretty
that you're
much.
In,
I've done it since I was like 16, man.
Guys
Like
just
I just
always on the go.
I just
Yeah.
can't
You
help
just
it.
always
Like
on the go.
if I'm not playing, I'm bored. Like
Yeah, that's fair.
It wasn't a resounding no when we asked him to play. It
But
was
yeah,
like, oh, yeah,
yeah, it
oh,
was
I
like I
can't,
wanted to,
yeah,
but I just didn't have the time. Like
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So and then it was 2020. It was COVID, and I remember I was making a cup of tea or something, and all of a sudden I just get added to this group chat,
You're probably enjoying.
and it's all these boys.
It's Carl.
And Carl's like, so when are you coming for a jam with us then, Boff? Try saying no to all of us. Like,
You're in a group. What did it say?
That's
You're in a
right,
group
right,
chat now,
right,
bitch.
right.
Or something like
that was pretty much how it started. So I was
Pulling him
like,
into it.
oh, all right, okay, well, I guess, like, you know, obviously I'm not doing anything at the minute, so it'd be nice to, you know, come and see you all and just have a jam, like, you know, it'd be nice to see you and that, but,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
then-
4 years ago I went to Rocket Park just to come and jam with Will and Ethan just as a placeholder,
Yeah.
and then 4 years later it's still
That's
I'm
that's it,
I'm
I
still
just-
holding a
so
place.
okay, mate,
I'm still
that
holding
is
a place.
I just turned up and I just never left.
Like he actually though to the point where he
I
it became a home.
like-
Rocket Park
Yeah.
became.
Oh
a
yeah,
home
that was
for him.
definitely like that control room, man. Like
Yeah,
you know,
man.
that was.
a bedroom.
That
Yeah.
was it.
It was Will's bedroom.
Well,
That control room
the
was
word
it, though.
control is a very apt word when it comes to Boff. Because I think that's what we needed from a singer.
Oh, really?
Someone's
Yeah.
just come in and
Imagine having a
And go
control
into
freak
the-
for a vocalist in the band.
Imagine that,
Yeah,
imagine that.
yeah.
no, we're only laughing. We wind him up about it. He's like, we call him the anti-poo because he just agrees to everything and he's so
sounds
positive.
good. Yeah, really good.
But
Yeah,
sometimes when
love
he
that
says
idea.
it, we've just all got to react like, oh fucking hell, all right, calm down. Fucking hell.
I love that.
You got to remember, we've recorded with Boff.
You've got to keep them in line.
Even last night while we were in the gig, Jake was playing the guitar and Boff was like getting a little bit crazy because he was trying to do the sound and Jake just kept playing the guitar. And you were trying to squeeze past him between the drum kit and Jake, and you were going, excuse me, Jake, excuse me, Jake, excuse me, Jake. And Jake was just smiling at me and not moving and just carried on playing guitar. And he's like just wedged between his arms and the drum kit.
And you wonder why I get so aggressive. Like,
And as soon as he said something, I went, all right, calm down. Fucking hell.
They need to get you. They need to get you right on that line for the aggression, so that when you hit the choruses come
Oh,
in.
it nearly happened
you go,
last night.
yeah.
I ruffled his head and he gave it a little flick.
He had a go at me last night.
Yeah,
I think I had to go. I think I had to go at everyone. Like, it's just,
he's getting comfortable.
I stopped the sound check earlier than Boff wanted.
Oh,
like,
let's not get in. I'm torn between like let's not get into this or let's push them. Let's push them.
Go on. What happened?
well, no, like we were sound checking, and then you guys stopped playing, but I wasn't
Yeah, but
done.
we got a proper like, proper like, oh, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we
he's
know
coming.
it's coming now.
And then we did it again and stopped.
Thing is, we know the games we play.
We got to push the button.
Yeah.
Just as it's getting to his backing track bit, but he's listening out for it.
Like
Like
the one bit that I wanted, so I'm just like, oh, damn it.
It's just horrible. Like they beg you to be in this band, they force you into this band, and they're like bully you.
I
Yeah.
literally, like, you know, it's,
But he
it's,
hasn't left.
But he has, yeah,
I know,
that's
it's-
true.
To be honest,
the way-
we all bully
There's
each
something
other.
in that.
the way I
Yeah.
see it, it's
We all
just,
bully each other.
it's just
Apart from
character-
Carl,
Oh,
because
yeah.
everyone's scared of Carl.
Yeah, fair.
it's just character building. That's all it is. It's just
Yeah.
character building.
Only
You
beat
said
the
that about
drums
yourself,
that
like,
way.
oh, I'm just building my character.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
like, you know,
You're
like-
still building.
Just constantly building.
Yeah,
Like,
right, there you go. You know, we've trained him well.
Yeah, it is. So that was Stray Native then. So that's you got into the band and then started writing
more.
what you've
What
got today.
songs?
What like your EP, so your EP out
Yeah.
now is called
Predators.
and how many tracks have got it on it?
6.
6 tracks.
Yeah.
And how recently did you write those songs? Are those songs
Some of
from
them are-
5 years ago?
Some
or
of them
they-
are old. The
Okay.
actual single was a brand new one that we all wrote together. Grow.
Right. Okay.
So that was our first song that we wrote as a committee.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Collective. And then we thought, fuck it, let's release that one. So we had Buck's Pancake.
Great track, by the way. Great track, by the way.
Yeah.
Run. See, I'm still calling it the old name. Buck's Pancakes. It's actually a song on the EP called
Yeah.
Run. And that was always going to be the first, but we had this really intricate video idea, which we're still playing around with, that we'll probably end up doing soon.
Yeah.
We want to release that.
So
one.
we're having a meeting next week, so we'll
get that.
we'll crack the
rolling.
whip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept, but I'm not going to get into it because I want to keep you wanting.
Yeah. Keep that under wraps. We can't wait. We can't wait.
That won't last. I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah,
sad.
yeah.
I'm so loosely.
Next time I
Guess
see
what
you.
we're doing, everyone?
As soon as we get into the second part, by the way, we're doing this.
Yeah. I'll tell you about that.
It's just
video.
Aussie and that. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But very seductively.
Yeah.
Nice. That sounds
Right.
nice.
So I mean, yeah, we've done the writing, we've done everything. I mean, again, I'll be honest. We've been writing for a long time,
Yeah.
and we've been away.
We enjoyed
Like-
being in the safety and the
I don't think we ever
the
really
sort of
thought
shroud
we
of
were going
rocket
to release.
parts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you ever
don't
think at any
think
time that you
that
just
was
wouldn't?
never
You
the
just
plan.
wouldn't.
Enjoying it, and we
Yeah.
were writing songs, but there were so many songs. We had 30 songs written down at one point that
So
were
yeah,
written musically.
like
Before Boff had turned up, and then Boff came in with, "Oh, I've got these songs," and we were like, "Oh my
Fucking
god, these are a step up."
You mentioned that you weren't trying to like pigeonhole yourselves for a style and creativity. So out of those 30 tracks, were they like some of them vastly different, or
Yeah.
was it?
Oh yeah.
But it was still all like
Yeah, just chuck them all in.
definitively
If
Stray
you've got a
Native.
song,
You could
yeah.
tell they were still Stray Native. It still felt like Stray
everything's
Native.
got like that sound. I
Mhm.
think there's just something.
It's not like that's the song and that's how you're going to play it. It all got put in and then refined and tweaked.
Yeah.
And like put
That's
your own
it.
stamp on it, sort of thing. There wasn't any sort of dictatorship to that's how it's going to go. I mean, even the songs that Boff brought into the fray, they were pretty polished and from a demo quality, He's just done it by himself, every instrument, because he's one of them.
He's a bit of a wizard. He's a bit of a wizard.
Well, he's a singer in our band. He's a fucking bassist in another band, and a guitarist
play
and a singer in
drums.
another band. But he's actually a drummer, a trained drummer.
And can do them all well.
And
What
a
a-
producer.
What a prick.
Yeah.
Now I can see
Yeah.
I can see why you bully him.
He's taken down a peg or two.
Yeah.
There you go.
The only reason we sat here is because he came in and
Get
could do it.
Yeah.
Get out of our level.
We
drag
would
you
have still
down.
been sat in the Red Room at Rocket Park
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
rate, just going, this is fun. And Boff was like, no, let's do some real
He
stuff.
kicked us up our ass,
That's fair.
basically, to be
Yeah.
like, let's be a band, let's go out, let's do some shows, let's record some music.
Yeah,
And
that was
at the
needed.
time, we were really lucky to have Oz's facilities,
Yeah. So
Um,
let's quickly dive into that. So Rocket Park was
a home.
a home
Yeah.
for a lot of musicians for like 10 years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which unfortunately and scrupulously got
Well,
removed from you.
9 years and 11 months.
So
11
close.
and a half
So-
months.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah.
close.
It's so close. And what? So that was an idea born from you and Jack, your mate
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah, well,
Just tell us a
When-
little bit about Rocket Park.
Well, it was an idea when I was starting in bands. I was like 16, 17, probably 18. All right, down in Essex, we used to just jam in my mum's garage, and it was
Yeah.
always too loud and too shit. So we were at an age now where we had to go to rehearsal rooms. And down in Essex, there was loads of them, but they were all like someone's back garden, covered in
Yeah.
fucking, carpet tiles, which fucking
Yeah,
shit
yeah, yeah.
hanging off it, And there was one place we used to practice at in Barking called, well, we nicknamed it the Dinge Squat because it was just horrible. There was rats running around in there. There was holes in the ceiling tiles. I remember finding a dead rat in a snare drum, eating the sweets that someone had stashed in the snare drum, which was in the ceiling tile.
Brilliant.
And you're like,
I say
fucking-
they get the sound. That's,
yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
good.
Oh, and another nickname as well, the Jim Branning suite, because he had the old boy from EastEnders. He had just pictures of him everywhere for some
Brilliant.
reason.
Brilliant.
So we call it the Jim
That's
Branning
so
suite.
weird.
Jim
And,
Brannan's had lots of memories.
But then we had we were always playing him in his shitholes.
Yeah,
And then we found out about this one place in Southgate in North London called Down Sounds, and we went there, and the guy was doing it properly. It was like Rocket Park-esque, and that's what gave us the thought of like, actually there are nice places that do this, and it's decent
Yeah.
that people actually want to go to. And I don't know if he's still doing it now, but he was getting at the time he was getting big bands like the Gossip practicing in there and all like some decent bands. But we helped him set it up, and our lead singer in our band, which was called the Champions of Rocket Park at the time, done all their photography.
Ah, okay.
So that's why Rocket
That's
Park's
where
called
that's where the
Rocket
name
Park,
came
Yeah,
from.
because
yeah.
There was actually a park at the end of my mum's road where we used to play football when we pissed off the neighbours too much. We
I've
had to
been
go and
past
have
it a few
have
times actually with
Oh,
you.
nice.
And then, we become the champions of Rocket Park because we used to beat all the kids at football. We never used to let them win. We never let them win.
Brilliant.
And then, so that's how that came about. But then we just decided we were going to do something decent. But then fucking years went by and Jack was living down south. I moved up to Peterborough with work. And an opportunity came up that we had a place and we didn't really know what to do with it. I was paying the rates on it anyway. And we said, let's do a rehearsal studio. And I rang Jack up and said, you know what we always said we were going to do when we were younger?
Let's do
you
it."
fancy going into this with me? And he's like, I'm on my way. Then he moved up, just dropped sticks and
Brilliant.
moved
The
out.
rest is history.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then we rocked up.
And you were one of the first bands in.
I was, I think
Yeah.
this
Two
was
or more.
Second ever
Yeah,
booking.
yeah.
with
Yeah.
two or more
And then you had
of them.
Pay More in there as
That
well.
was 2012.
Yeah, mate, I was
Yeah.
there.
Pay-
I was literally
You
there.
were
Pay
one of
More.
the first,
Pay More.
Putting Rocket Park on the map.
Literally,
Yeah.
yeah. All the fans that we had.
I wish they'd pay you more though.
Whee!
Well,
That didn't quite work.
No. but that's and then
the age
it was a proper hive for a lot of local bands. Like we started there. It was a great hub, but it's it is a shame it's gone. However, Barry's earning a fucking fortune now.
Good man.
Of course.
He's not one of you.
Swept in.
If you build it, they will come.
Yes. And the
Oh, we haven't done yet.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Praise be unto
Yeah.
Barry. Praise be
Press
unto
into
Barry.
Barry.
Anyway, look, I think it's time for a break.
All right.
Should we have a
What,
break?
do you need shit or
why not?
something?
Yeah. No, it's been about half an hour.
It's straight
that-
after that.
that
Right,
mean-
I need a break.
He feels like you've dried up.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
these guys
We
need
need
to.
I think it's a good time. It's a good
No.
place for a break. It's a good place for a break.
Let's just do what you want to do. Ethan.
Yes,
Let's just-
that's my fucking
that's
podcast,
fine.
mate.
Usually
you want the fuck I say?
Usually the way.
This is my show.
He's had to go 20 minutes without a vape.
Yeah. Fucking clicking. All right, anyway.
He's going to go do
Break
some
time.
research.
Break time. Hello, welcome
Come
back.
on.
We'll do another welcome. Hello, you alright?
Hello, guys.
So, last week I embarrassed myself. We played Ethan versus, which is an intros round. So, we're going to play a game where Matt's going to play a song from a playlist.
I'm the game's
And-
master. I'm not taking part.
And he's going to keep score.
It's 3 versus 1.
And we've got a guess. We've got 15 seconds of the intro to guess. Whoever gets to 5 first wins. Last week I got beaten 5-1. No.
And the one that you got given was
Well, I think it was 5. I've rewatched the
Debatable.
footage, and actually we said it like the same time. He got the artist first. I got the track at the same time.
It
as
was
him,
5-1.
Yeah, thank
We'll
you.
take 5.
Thank you, mate. See, proper.
Riley's just like
educated.
fucking move, get a move on, would you?
Yeah.
You lost.
Just do 90s R&B and I love
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
No, so we're gonna go. This is an emo mix.
So, can I get Boff a intro to the rounds? Ethan versus Stray Native. That's really good.
That was good.
Best one so far. That's the best
Now,
one
now
so
do
far.
one in a Norfolk accent.
There's fucking Ethan versus Stray Native.
And now do it.
That
And now do it
was
as.
straight. That wasn't Norfolk at all.
No.
like,
Now do it as
Ethan
Arnie.
versus Stray Native, boy.
Yes, it
That's it.
It's Ethan versus Stray Native.
We got him too pressured then. He felt too under.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
like,
He forgot where Norfolk was.
Yeah, like,
You mean Norfolk, Australia? Yeah?
I want one more as Arnie.
Oh, okay. Okay, now it's Ethan versus Stray Native. Come on, you girly man.
Excellent.
Right, you ready? So we want the song title.
Yeah.
Title.
It's got to be a song title. That's what we're going with.
Alright.
I'm actually quite nervous.
I'm terrible with song names.
You got this.
Okay, so let's go with this. Good luck, everyone.
Oh, Don Broco.
Everybody.
Fuck. Shit.
1 to
Everybody.
Ethan.
Oh, fuck. I'm great
That
with
worked
the
quite
artist.
well for
That
you.
got that though.
I did,
You
I said,
know
"Don't
it."
worry.
Yeah.
I love Don Brokers, that really helps.
Oh,
Good thing we're doing a Don Broco playlist.
oh.
1-0 to Ethan. That's not emo. I don't know why it's in an emo mix,
No.
but
I
we'll
mean,
take
that's a
it.
jam.
It's just
Right.
going to be.
It's a great song.
That is
We
a
love
great
Don Broco.
Okay, round 2.
Fuck knows.
You're never going to get this. You get 15 seconds. I'm
that-
realising
is it everyone
I
gonna
would,
get
I
this?
would,
Who's gonna get
I
this?
would smash this because this is clearly a mix based on what I would listen to.
Yeah. Oh, it's Yellow Cards? Ah, don't know.
Not
No.
really.
That
Not
was
clue.
Always Attract by Yumi at 6.
Oh,
Ah.
fucking. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
all right. Next time we'll use my iPhone. Or my algorithm.
I'm just going to quickly move on to a different playlist because I don't think that's going to work very well.
Well, we can edit this out and post.
Okay, so it's still 1-0 to Ethan. We'll move on. 1-0 to Ethan.
That's brilliant.
Oh,
my
in too
God.
deep, sub 41.
Yes.
Go on, Boff.
Well done. My
Hold
guy.
it back. 1-1.
Quick.
R. Kelly, Bump and Grind.
Yes. R. Kelly, Bump and Grind. 2. No.
I don't know this. Never heard of this.
No.
That was a song called Die Romantic by Aiden. I don't know.
Oh,
Well done, Barry. Barry
well
knows.
done.
Barry.
Is that 1-1-1 then
That's
with Barry?
1-1-1.
Yeah.
Praise be unto Barry.
He's got it.
Oh, fucking Dance Gavin Dance. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
my God,
I'm
God.
terrible with song names. I don't know the song name. Oh.
Me neither.
Got
That's
4
better than
seconds.
Ethan, though.
Chubby long stick.
That's your 15 seconds. I'll give you 3 seconds if you can get it.
Oh, fuck. Death of a Strawberry.
No,
No.
it was We Own the Night.
Oh, fuck.
Death
Right.
of a fucking strawberry.
Yeah, that's one of their songs.
Is it?
I'm sure it is.
Phenomenal.
That's the only one that I
So
can
not what
remember
your,
the
so
name
not
of.
working title of one of your songs.
No. No. Oh,
Okay.
I'm really interested to
Did
find
Barry
out
know that one?
how that story.
No, he
No.
didn't speak up. I didn't think he
I
did.
didn't hear Barry.
Hang on, I want to hear more about the strawberry.
Famous last words.
My Chemical Romance.
Ethan
Yeah,
already got
well,
it.
mate, come on, mate.
Famous
Yeah,
last
mate.
I'm
words.
already in the car.
Mate.
Yeah, sorry, I was still talking about the strawberry.
Well,
See, I did that to make sure
Yeah,
you take this seriously, Oz, for fuck's sake.
Come on.
come on,
So
man.
is it 2-1
Get your head in the
now?
game.
2-1-1.
Oh,
Barry
sorry.
as well.
2-1-1.
Yeah.
2-1.
Right.
What Lonely the Crazy?
No, Barry.
I can't remember the. I know the words.
Oh.
That was False Pretense by the Red Jumpsuit
Red.
Operator.
Ah, okay.
I knew the song.
I've never heard of it.
Okay, we're still rolling.
I think I've only heard of one of these bands.
Still rolling. This could be a long old game if one of you doesn't get to
yeah.
first to 5. So
You read me all wrong, Beardy.
It sounds like something Barry plays in the background.
Again, I'm like, no.
Is it Mallory Knox?
no, and you've had your 15 seconds.
I don't know what that was. Bloody hell.
Barry, no, that was the Feel Good Drag by Anne Boleyn.
Wow.
Oh wow!
No,
I've not listened to that album. I know Anne Boleyn, but not that one.
I want to listen to it now.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I recommend Anne Boleyn.
Okay, there you go.
Fall Out Boy, Sugar Will Go Down.
That was Boff.
Yeah.
I need to stop saying the band name first.
Yeah, you slow.
But it's the only way I remember the track.
Do yourself no favours.
You know,
there.
this
Right,
is
mate, you're
just
smashing
Ethan
it for us
versus-
though, so please
Ethan
crack on.
versus Boff.
Yeah, that's
you've got
more
to read
it,
it.
mate.
Yeah,
Like,
Ethan
versus Boff.
2-2. Neck and neck.
Oh,
Panic at
fuck's
the
sake.
Disco. Fucking. Oh,
Mona
shit.
Lisa. No.
All eyes
Fucking
on
know the song, man. And their song titles are fucking daft.
Yeah, it's a wordy one.
Oh.
It's like.
Lying is the most photographic album.
Ah!
Yes, Barry.
That's
Lying
it.
is the most fun. Yeah.
Oh,
2-2.
Fucking what?
Barry's keeping it alive as well.
This will
Well
teach
done.
me to read
And-
the names of the songs.
And Barry has the good grace to wait to make sure that neither of you can. He gives you the full 15 seconds and then he
Oh,
swoops in.
I'll get this just for them.
That's why he's our overlord, though. Isn't
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and,
Oh.
this could be
Alexa,
anywhere in
this
the
could be
world.
anywhere in what? Fuck!
Ethan got there. Don't say the.
3-2-2.
I need
Don't
to
say
stop
the-
saying the band name.
Don't say the band name.
Nobody want to know
It's just more syllables.
that?
Ethan snuck in the lead. 3-2.
Oh my god.
You're feeling this, aren't you?
I
You're
am.
feeling the
I'm
pressure.
I got spanked last time, so I'm really doing better than last time. Oh, teenagers.
Teenagers. 4-2 to Ethan.
Women.
That puts Ethan on match point.
It does.
Thank God, finally. Well, I just picked loads of songs that Boff knows.
Nothing. Just
You have to
literally
down
just
what's in there.
Just no.
And
okay.
then a rematch.
Is this going to be it? I think Barry's going to take this one.
Yeah.
It's not called Las Vegas, is it? Damn it.
Who is it?
Said Las Vegas, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I reckon it's that emo like.
It's
But-
Mayday Parade, but I don't know the title.
It is Mayday Parade. It's Jamie all over.
Ah, that's the one.
Oh, fair.
All over what?
Barry's writing all these down. Ready for the next game.
Yeah.
Barry's beating us, man.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
No, he's still on 2. I'm not giving him that one. He didn't have the song name, so
I played this song, I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
4-2-2.
Girls like boys, girls and boys. No.
The anthem.
Yes,
Ah!
And you didn't say.
Come on, boy.
Oh,
Come
I missed
on,
out the band name. I
And you
missed
didn't.
out the
You
band
didn't say
name.
Good Charlotte either. Well
I have to
done.
do it in my head still.
He's
so,
learning.
Oh my god.
4-3.
Full Cannibal Love Letter. No, shit. Accident.
It is
Yes,
accident.
yes.
Fucking hell. Now the tension's here.
Oh.
The tension's real.
Coming for you.
This could not have worked out any
Oh,
better.
Please pick some on.
I was like, it's the first track off of an album. Which album is it? Like, fuck. Like.
That was
I didn't know that at all.
that was Alexis on fire.
No, it's not my song. I did not know that
You
song.
notice how I'm sat forward now. I'm just like.
Yeah. It's tense now, isn't it?
Does it go to break point? Have you got to win by 2 clear points? No, we
No,
won't do
no.
that. We'll be here all
Then you
night.
gotta
Jesus
change
Christ.
genre.
One of
Okay.
these- There you go. Oh, man, alive.
Fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck, it's Take Back Sunday.
Yeah, I know it is. I know.
Shit, what's the name of the song? Oh, this is embarrassing.
You've had your
It's
50.
cute without the E.
Oh fuck, of course it is.
And you got the parentheses as well.
Oh,
Well done, Barry.
shit.
Take It Back's only one of my favourite bands of all
Fuck's
time,
sake.
so that was
Fair.
easy.
God, I hope this next one's like My Chemical Romance or something.
Does that put you on? Does that put Barry on 3? We're at 4-4-3.
4-4-3. Bloody, this is tense.
My music taste is so
Okay.
different to all yours.
even mine is the same. I'm like,
Is it a bullet? Oh no.
No.
No idea. Thank God.
Gargantuan Monkey Fist.
I don't know these. Barry?
No.
No, it was Goodbye My Love by Love Hate Hero.
Oh, fuck.
No,
Never
never heard of
heard of
them.
them. Never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
I'm sure they're very good.
Yeah, sound it.
Shout out to the.
Woo, yeah, that band. Let's
At
go.
Love Hate Hero on Instagram. I don't know that. Maybe.
Give them a follow.
What are you going for?
I really don't know this song.
who is it?
Oh fuck.
It's not there.
Fucking hell.
Anyone? That's
I
your
don't
time
know
up.
I don't know the name of the song. I know the song.
Barry?
No.
Right, okay, we'll move on to the next one. But
Yeah.
future tip, right? If you
Until the day I die.
if you don't know, just say the words that they sang in the opening line,
I
and
was
yeah.
going to.
Until the day I die would have stole the points, but I'm not letting you have it.
Fair enough.
Story of the year.
Ah, of course it is. Yeah.
What playlist is this?
This is Emo Forever.
Okay.
No.
Nice bass line though.
Nah.
No.
No.
The tension's sort of gone now.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just,
We need a song fast.
Yeah.
Sunny Day Real Estate by no, it's In Circles by Sunny Day Real Estate.
Right, here we go. This is it.
I've got a good feeling.
We
I've
are
got a
into
good
the
feeling.
we are into the bottom of festival line.
Yeah.
Put a bit of Marvin Gaye on. I fucking want the Florida.
Oh, fucking hell. Ignorance is your new best friend. No. Careful. No. Brick by Boring Brick.
Brick by Boring Brick. Ethan takes the win.
Thanks for
When
that.
I flicked over and it's Paramore, I was like, oh, Ethan's gonna win.
Oh, thank God for that. I've been listening to loads of Paramore recently. I love Paramore at the moment.
Ethan takes the win.
Finally,
5-4.
I won.
Okay.
My first win.
Fair
Thank
enough.
you.
Well done.
Fair enough, mate.
Well
I'd shake all your hands, but Boff, you're the winner.
You can just get one of them.
Fuck you, mate. Oh, brilliant. Well, thanks for that. That was lovely. Well done.
Do you feel better
I
now,
feel
mate?
much better. Yeah, now I'm sort
We
of-
can keep that feature.
Yeah. I won one, so let's see what happens next time.
Me and Oz were completely stitched up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We'll have you
I was
back on.
waiting for Casey and
Different
Jojo
music,
to come
different
on.
music
Yeah,
tastes
yeah.
completely, I feel.
Exactly.
We'll have you back
yeah.
on another time and do a 60s
Yeah.
playlist. You'll be well
Thank
away.
you. But what actually, that's, if you don't mind me
No,
delving
please,
into
please.
the questions, what are your go-to bands then? Is that your music that you listen to when you're playing then?
Look at him switching it round and
Yeah.
interviewing us. He's such a pro.
The nerve.
You've done this
Yes.
before.
Kind of why we wanted him here tonight.
Take control.
I mean, my go-to. So I mean, I was like 2000s new metal was like my thing.
So I
That
know
was
you're
what
big
I
into Creeper.
I
aren't
got
you?
into.
That's
I do love Creeper. Yeah, I've got my Creeper tattoo. But yeah, so I was big into Papa Roach and Linkin Park.
Yeah.
And that was like my musical upbringing. Limp Bizkit, that sort of stuff. Which is what we did the cover of break stuff in a set for a little while, which is good fun.
Yeah. Gets the fuck going.
And you're
Gets
the same
people
sort of.
going.
Was good
You're
fun.
in the same sort of genre.
Yeah. I like a lot of heavy metal. That's the thing. And like now, my taste is a lot heavier. But
That's very much me.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
But in the past, when I was like My Chemical Romance was like my first favourite ever band. So it was
Yeah.
like then it was like Metallica and still those like bands that everyone sort of knows. Like that was my thing. But then I just sort of went into a
Guns N' Roses, you're
Oh, yeah.
you're a bit basic, aren't you?
I love
Really?
Guns N' Roses
Yeah.
massively, yeah. But but I did get bored of all that. That's why I like a lot of heavier stuff. I just think it's more interesting. But then it's also not music that, like, when people hand me the Orcs in the car, it's like I usually go, nah, don't worry about it. Unless I'm like with you guys. But like, if it's people that actually have a music taste, it's like nah.
Mine was all like 70s rock growing up. Led Zeppelin was
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me. Fucking Jimi Hendrix was one of the first albums
Is
I
that-
had as a kid.
Is that what you're playing now? If you're getting in the car on the way back from here, what are you listening
No,
to?
I mean, Thrice are on my playlist all the time at the minute. always. Boston Man are a new band as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm,
I like
I'm
They're
really
savage.
all over that new record.
Boston Man.
It's
are
amazing.
Yeah, it's
Turnstile,
good.
you got me onto
Fantastic.
Turnstile.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
really good.
Turnstile came up last
That's
week as
it.
well. We
Everyone
Turnstile.
does a bit of Turnstile,
Yeah,
don't they?
they're great.
They've been around a long time as well.
Yeah,
They've
yeah,
been doing it a long time.
That's what I mean though. It's now they're actually
Yeah,
really
doing,
popular
like,
all of a
well,
sudden.
like really
yeah.
popular. Yes, it's kind of cool.
Sleep Token.
Are a
Yeah,
band
yeah.
that, I mean, they're
Yeah, Sleep Token.
probably one of my favourites at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're
As a
well,
drummer,
they're
you can't help but like Sleep Token. The drumming's
as a
insane.
musician,
Right. Yeah,
like,
as a musician, I agree. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like they're
There's
just
another-
on another level.
There's
Like,
another
they're
very
great.
good band called Black Sky Research.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
heard of them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's, oh,
Which is
yeah.
a segue into what's his face?
Mikey. So that's Mikey from Mallory's new band.
So Karl and
Oh,
Oz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So, yeah.
So you because you have a connection with Mallory Knox.
Yeah, so my connection with Mallory is just that Tilmore were very lucky that in our first bunch of shows we played with Mallory. They ended up taking us on tour with them from that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it led to some quite good friendships, some good shows, and just, yeah, like,
He
he's
did
someone
a-
that
he
I talked
cameoed
to.
on your
Yeah,
video, didn't
he was in one of the Tilmore music videos. He came
Speranza,
and sang on
great.
the tracks. So,
That's cool.
yeah, like, cool guys, nice guys.
Who
nice
else?
guys.
Because we were going to ask you. You know, we knew that you got connections to some other guys that are, you know, are breaking out and have made it to an extent. Like, who else have you played with?
I was, again, so with Tilmore, I was lucky enough to go on a tour with Enter Shikari and Hacktivist, and we opened up those dates, and they were all,
I remember Hacktivist.
to a
So
degree,
that's
they
so
were all,
cool.
almost like once in a lifetime opportunity
Yeah, yeah.
venues. It was something that we all really appreciated at the time. We soaked it all up, we
Yeah.
took it all in, and it was just different.
lucky bastards.
And
Shikari, man, what a
and-
band!
And
what a
Carl
band.
got to play drums for Call to the Faithful for a run of shows at
Yeah,
one
yeah,
point
which
as
is
well.
Probably
Which
his
is,
biggest memory.
I
yeah,
don't-
I'm
yeah,
surprised.
it was
I'm surprised he
fucking
didn't mention us
great.
first. If I'm honest.
I know, right? A lot of love though. A lot of love for you.
That was
boys,
good.
to
That
be
was
honest.
that was
I
a very
mean,
good run of shows. That.
You helped me get my confidence for my first show with these guys, which
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of good. I hadn't done.
You
a
didn't
show
seem
for-
like you were lacking confidence, mate. You killed it.
No, but I
that
think
was
it-
one of the most. That was the most fun I've had at a gig, and I've been gigging a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Was that opening show we did?
That Met Lounge show.
Sold out. You got like
Yeah.
200 people there. It was
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
That was sick.
You let
That
you
was
let
such a
you let
good
us
laugh.
play. You let
Yeah.
us play.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Wow.
Well, Jake ended up in the crowd playing the guitar. Oh no, he didn't have his guitar. He got
Nah,
pulled
no,
in,
he
didn't
got
he?
pulled
No,
in.
Just got pulled.
Yeah,
Luke
yeah,
pulled
yeah.
him in, just grabbed him, just fucking.
Yeah.
It was
That's
good
some of
fun. I mean,
People on
again,
people's shoulders,
Yeah.
crowd surfing, mosh pits.
Mate, it was such a
for
good
a
night.
first show,
jumps.
Yeah,
honestly couldn't have asked for better.
Mate.
So,
So-
yeah, it was amazing.
Is that sort of like so when we play gigs with you guys,
Mm.
and when you play gigs with like other bands, even if like the boats or not, you sort of like everyone talks. You sort of try and get to know each other as much as possible.
Yeah.
Some bands don't like that. Some bands are a bit standoffish, but that's fine. That's up to them.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
meet
man.
them.
that's-
But when you're with like Enter Shikari,
yeah,
what
yeah.
are they like? Is that the same vibe? Is the vibe when you go and you're chatting and stuff, or is it very because they're quite big? Is
No,
it a bit-
honestly, it was kind of similar. They're really down to earth guys,
Yeah,
really cool. Yeah, I mean, it's, as a musician, a touring musician especially, it can get pretty tiring. So I understand it. Someone wants their space. Someone wants their space.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point.
But like, no, they were really cool guys. They treat us really well. In fact, by the end of the dates, their like crew were dealing with a lot of our stuff on stage, so they were running our stuff off for us. Like we
Oh,
had
that's
text
nice.
to a degree,
Yeah,
and it was just like,
That'd be
you know,
nice.
yeah, it was just
Yeah.
things like
That'd
that.
be lovely.
Fucking
You don't
took
get
us
to
about 4 hours
experience it
last
every
night.
day,
Yeah.
so it was a touch. It was really nice.
Imagine not having to lug your
Oh, we were
your
talking
cab
about
up
it
the
last night.
steel
Oh,
steps to the back of
yeah.
Met Lounge.
I was talking to Jake on stage. I was like, wouldn't it be fucking lovely if we could just go and get a pint right now
yeah.
and just go and talk to it?
I mean,
watch
the
someone
thing
settle
is-
your
Rather
gear up
than
for
just
you.
lugging
Yeah.
gear
The
for
thing
2
is-
hours.
the thing
yeah,
is,
let's
like-
go and just do some heavy lifting.
A lot of gigs that you do, like, you know, obviously there are venues where they provide the PA and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Like last night was, you know, a bit different because we supplied the PA and shit. But I mean, even still, the amount of gear we've got,
Oh, it's a joke.
like
is
when
a
we're
lot,
just
yeah.
turning up, like,
It's a
and PA's already supplied. It's
I was in a
still,
10-piece band and we had
still-
less gear than what we've got.
you know what I mean? Like, you know.
Honestly.
But
shit
again,
you
I
not.
think a lot of that comes we're all quite experienced musicians. We've all been doing it for a long time. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I've been drumming for 20 years now, so like,
Yeah. That really comes across like when we go and see you guys and you
What, how old we are?
no, just yeah.
It's because
20 fucking years.
I can hear the joints creaking over the top of the
Yeah,
instruments.
yeah.
No, I just mean that like it does sound really polished and pro. You know, it's clear that it's because it's the first Stray Native EP, but it's just steeped in so much like background and experience. Like it just comes across. The live show's great. The EP's great. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
This is going to be a thing when we have guests on. Like I'm just going to always blow smoke up the guests' asses, and I think it's going to become like a
Good
meme.
luck getting up my
Yeah.
arse. It's puckered at the minute.
Because of the meal you had last night.
On the Red Bang's revenge.
For me, to hear things like that, it's probably one of the best compliments that we could have as a band because we've put a lot of work into it.
Yeah.
All of us, as like,
Yeah.
I mean,
So, but when it's right, so we just like your setup is huge. You've got a lot, you know, like Jake's on a Kemper.
yeah,
You've got
yeah.
Paul, who's got what's he got? Is it a Helix pedal? He's got. A little,
No, he's got a orange amp for his distorted channel, and then he's
Yeah.
got a Marshall JTM.
Oh, so he's running two.
So he's
amps.
running 2 amps. Yeah.
Brilliant, because you need that. You
Yeah.
need that extra. You need that extra.
I'm
extra
trying
stuff
to
upstairs.
bully him.
It's the
I'm
tone
trying to
tone.
bully
Yeah.
him into getting a Kemper. Like I've got one for
Try
him
my
to use.
tactics.
I mean, it's
Like,
mad. That's so
so-
mad. I think
Him and
I
Jake
love the
started the
dedication.
Galactic Kempire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Now to
yeah, but
try and
Kempers are
fucking
great.
take over
If
the
I
world.
was,
they
I'd
are,
love one,
yeah,
but I'm just
they
not good enough to like
Mm.
program it. So I'd just be like, oh god. Fuck
I
that.
mean, the thing with that is, I mean, because of all the years that I've spent like basically playing in a function band, so you're lugging gear in and out of
Yeah.
the venue every Friday and every Saturday night for like several months of the year, and like you get to a point where you're just like, do I really need this massive guitar amp, and do I really
Yeah.
need like 3 guitars and to lug it all in, and
Yes.
yeah.
and just absolutely like just lugging all this extra gear about, and then I got a Helix, and because in the function band we're like totally digital on stage. It's all electric kit. Sam's got a Kemper for the bass. I've got a Helix for the guitar tones. It's silent on stage.
Really?
Like we all run in-ear monitors. So, and it's just a lot less
Wow.
equipment to lug
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
So I'm
What's that like though? 'Cause I can't imagine not hearing
fake.
me from behind.
That's what it's like.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not real.
well, no, because as well for like
So you
venues
actually
and
sing
stuff
it?
like that. A lot of venues we play will have like sound limiters and stuff, and you
Yeah.
know, with an acoustic drum kit, you're at 120 decibels and like
Too
10
fucking
feet
right.
away or whatever. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
and a lot of venues you
No,
you
Carl's
fight
at
against that.
140
Like, oh, you are, yeah.
decibels.
How
Just
do you
load it
use?
in.
Yeah.
So the fact that we can literally just take the whole mix and go, oh, all right, oh, you need it 10 dB quiet. All right, cool, just turn the whole lot down. Like, you know,
That is
it's,
mad.
it's you know,
It's
just
not
makes
rock
it
and roll
easier.
though, is it?
A lot
No.
of like their
is.
excuses for having big equipment and lots of equipment is me. It's
Yeah.
because you hit your drums hard.
Yeah.
Like
It's
it's
so-
a bit.
poo-poo
it's
voice.
so
Yeah.
loud.
There's a little bit of a poo-poo.
I could.
We have that with Will though. We have the same problem.
It's
You have to. That's why I'm always cranked. You have to. I have to run all my amps hot.
That's why I went and bought a
hit
£3
hard
grand
on.
amp
Go
head.
the
Yeah,
fuck
mate,
out.
it is actually
Which
beautiful.
is tall as me.
Mate, it is
Yeah.
beautiful.
It actually
though.
is.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, again, it's that thing. We've all got the gear. We've all got the like. You know,
We've got the
No
gear,
idea.
no
That's-
idea.
Yeah. That's the thing is that like you bought that amp, which is lovely, and I'd love to buy one, but at the same time, I'd never want to take that to a gig because of
No.
just the effort, not because of the cost, just because of the effort.
Yeah, but the effort
Oh, I
itself
refuse.
is
I
rock and
refuse.
roll.
I refuse
Yeah.
to carry it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
fair enough.
that's how I roll.
Fair enough.
I
fair
refuse
enough.
to
You got to
have
put the
any
work
part
in.
You got to
in
put the
lifting that.
fucking graft in.
You-
I literally just
Yeah.
want to bring an amp
Yes.
head and a
Yeah.
bass. That's all I want to
Yeah.
bring. I'm a pedal board.
Exactly.
and
You're-
I'll
you're-
say that,
you're
and then
quite
just
happy
lifting
for-
it regularly, so.
Yeah, but
yeah.
that's why I'm a captain of industry.
Ethan's quite happy for us to not break it out to be a headline band because as long as we're supporting, he can contact the headline band and be like, oh, can we do gear share? Can I use your cab?
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, there was
You
a
got
point
spare
last
bass?
night where I was cursing.
Yeah, no, I bet because you were playing on a boat, so
Yeah.
you're having to go from the car park,
Yeah,
which is
man.
like 100 meters away, to the boat,
Yeah.
and then down the stairs of the boat, and then because I could barely, I wasn't that pissed last night, but I could barely stand up on the. I felt like it was rocking.
Charters makes
It's
you feel
always
more
really-
pissed.
It does, it really
Yeah.
does.
Were you wearing stilettos again?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, that didn't help.
Yeah.
Not worn them in ages, you know. So you right, so you got all that gear on station. Where,
Yeah.
so where's that come from? Who does that? Who's where's that all come from? Is that from like recording? Have you done that because of all the recording you've done?
It was Rocket Park, really, for me.
It's a breakdown
I
of
could buy gear that was big enough to store because I had somewhere to store it, so you used to just see what you could get away with. And then you've had your kit for a long time. Haven't you?
Yeah, my kit is the first
vintage,
like pro kit that I bought,
It is
and
lovely.
I love it. Yeah,
he's got a new snare now.
It's so nice.
Talk about your snare.
Talk about my snare.
Yeah, we can talk about your snare for a good
While Oz touches himself.
I don't, man. I think the stains on my pants will definitely come through if we talk about that. Right. Oh,
It's very
golden.
nice.
There's a look that often dawns Boff's face when he hears
When
Karl
I
hit
hear
the snare for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
It's that
Well,
little-
it was when we was
like a little hobbit.
it was when we was recording like the last lot, because like you had like all new like cymbals and stuff, and like we totally reskinned all the kit, and you had that snare. And I just remember like getting you all set up and stuff, and then just getting everything mic'd and like getting into the control room and just being like, right, okay, like start getting the levels, and then it got to the room mics like that I was checking, and it was just absolute stank face. It was just the
It's a hell of a drum.
oh, it really
It's a
is.
hell
It's
of a
phenomenal.
drum. That's
It was-
sort of like I do love it.
It was it's the best sounding snare that I've ever recorded in a session.
I'm
You
super
know,
happy with it.
It was just next level,
the
absolute
stuff
next
to
level.
come. Let's
Right.
just say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
But now we have to try and be louder than that as well.
Yeah. Of course.
It's
So
so
that-
noisy.
So that kind of leads in nicely to what we wanted to talk about. You know that with the EP Predators, which we talked about, we want you to plug, and everybody should go and stream it because it's brilliant. But
It is very good.
but you did all that yourselves.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Pretty much. So we
It's COVID,
Crack on.
really,
This is
isn't
your time to shine, man. Because predominantly, this is all Boff.
it? Yeah.
so yeah, we basically like after I'd shown up and decided not to leave because I was having far too much fun with this lot.
Yeah.
Being
We
bullied.
we had.
He loves it.
It was like during all the lockdowns and things like that, and live gigs and that weren't happening, and so like no one was doing anything, so we kind of had free reign of Rocket Park, like, because
no customers.
exactly, so we
So everything was closed.
so
Yeah,
literally
everything was closed.
we
It was
tracked
just our playground.
Yeah.
pretty
For a little
much we tracked everything.
You stayed 2
ourselves.
meters apart, obviously.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, of
100%.
course.
Yeah.
Well, we were in the
Well,
process
that's the-
of building the control room, so we didn't actually record Predators in the nice new control room we built because it weren't built yet. So we actually
No.
recorded it
In the old.
in the green room, one of the songs. We had to set the control room up and just run wires through the
Yeah.
whole building.
We were set up in there for
Wow.
months,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
big
We-
room, the DS1.
weren't we?
That was where we did the drums.
We were just set up.
Good
in
drum
there.
tone in there, though.
Yeah,
We even took the ceiling tiles out
yeah.
Yeah.
and stuffed it full of rock wool insulation just above the drums to act as a bass trap and just to catch
Really?
his snare
Yeah.
basically, because it was
Fucking
and that
hell.
was his old snare and that was naughty as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did all of that. So we had like 2 8-hour drum tracking sessions where we just mic'd everything up and just
We
went
did
ham.
10 songs. We only used
Right.
6. We actually tracked
Yeah, we
10.
tracked
Fucking hell.
10 tracks worth of drums,
Yeah.
and then
Are they going to feature in like those?
No, some of them aren't
Just-
even.
They've
No.
just.
Can
they've
we
not
have
been
them?
Used.
Yeah, you know.
Right.
Yeah. We're all looking for a
We
song.
like to collect other
well,
people's songs.
we did track the drums in that session originally for Rock Mode, did we not?
Yes.
I think
and
we
then
did,
redone them.
yeah, because Carl had all new shiny things, and I wanted to put microphones on them and listen to them
Fair.
So a little bit
and
of
touch myself over it.
keep-
Right.
talking about me having new shiny things. The drum tone that you and Luke managed to achieve through what we had on the first record is kind of funny because
As your old
I
cymbals.
mean,
didn't
all
upgrade stuff for a long time because
Yeah.
in my head we weren't doing serious things. We weren't going to be a band. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
in my head, I was like, when we do shows, I'll get some new shit. Like,
Yeah.
that to me it worked. So yeah, it was all recorded with busted up cymbals,
Yeah.
like old skins.
Wow.
We
that
no,
were on
we
the-
reskinned the kit
Yeah.
because I
Yeah,
remember.
tuned
it. No,
Yeah,
we
because
did.
I remember sitting out in the
Did
hallway
reskin
with
it.
Jake, like
Okay.
tuning them specifically to
Because
all
they
different
wanted
notes.
it, and we said, "Well, if you want it, you
You
do
can
it."
do
Do you
it,
remember?
yeah.
I remember it now.
Yeah,
They
So-
wanted to properly tune up by notes. basically. Is
Nice.
how
So
they
proper
wanted
weather
to
So,
Shake
that
it,
they,
yeah.
so that they were all
So
in
that
key
song
with
in
all of the
key
tracks.
C,
And,
we're going to
yeah.
tune
Yeah.
the toms into E and whatever.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
A bit of harmony.
But yeah, so we did that, but yeah, your cymbals are bad.
Yeah,
like,
they were in bits.
You know, so
I've
like.
still got chunks. First time we ever played together with this band, I'm just completely digressing by the way and hijacking.
No, that's
this
absolutely
That's
conversation.
fine.
Carl hits the crash cymbal and a bit breaks off and lands at my feet.
Straight in
I
the head.
pick it up and I get him to sign it. And that was 5 years ago and I've still got
Oh,
that bit
nice.
from the first time we jammed.
That's so cute. I like
Brilliant.
that.
I know.
That's
No,
lovely.
no. Where did the name for the EP come from? Because there's not a track called Predators on the EP, is there?
Well, originally, Run was
Was
called
called
Predators,
Predators.
wasn't it?
Well, no,
Yeah.
originally it's called Buck's Pancakes.
Well, obviously, that goes without saying. Oz, like,
The EP.
and then
Buck's
we said
Pancakes.
they called it Predators.
yeah. So then, but
And
then,
the-
like last minute, it was literally like it was
The day
as it was
before.
all ready to upload to all the streaming
We actually
platforms and that.
uploaded
It
it
was Predators, and then like a couple of days before, we were like,
Jake said,
"Oh,
didn't it?
can we change it to Run?"
Because that's one of
Right.
Jake's tracks.
Yeah.
Right.
To be honest, that's one of my proudest tracks. It's one
Yeah.
of the I love it. I think it's a
Yeah,
great song.
It's great to play that.
Yeah, that's kind of why it's got some of my favourite drum
Proper,
parts.
The one with the little break in it,
I
yeah.
love that. I love it, but I love a break though. I love a
Yeah.
stop. They're my favourite. It's just it really
Yeah.
gets you in a groove. And like, a lot of your
Your
songs
favourite
do
bit
that.
is the bit when there's no music,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
stop.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Silence.
Yeah.
Serenity.
I just about whatever because you guys do play very in time. Everything is like very tight, which is great, and you can
That's
which
'cause
means
we've
you
got
can get
these going now.
yeah.
The old in-ears.
Yeah.
We like to go for that raw feel.
To be honest,
we-
me and Paul being the
raw and
dinosaurs
sloppy.
were very...
Took a while to
yeah,
convince.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
myself, to be honest,
Yeah.
I was very worried about
It not putting
playing.
you off.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
worried about playing in a live environment. I kind of consider myself a performer more than being a technique-based drummer. I
Mhm.
like to perform. I like people to be like, "Oh my god, that was sick to watch."
Yeah.
And for me, I don't know.
Because
But you've grown
there's
into
a,
it.
There's a fear
Yeah,
that if someone goes out, you're all fucked.
That
Yeah.
was it. I
Yeah.
just hated the idea of playing to the click.
Yeah,
I really
that's
thought
fair.
I was going to lose all the performance and the vibe
it
that
does-
I can
We keep
give,
thinking we
but-
should go down that line, but we're just putting it off. We're just
Mate, it's
sticking with
great.
it raw.
It's
To
a
be
bit-
honest,
it-
and I'm
I-
the biggest sceptic with all things new.
Thing is, like I was
That's
exactly
it.
the same. Like before, like
I'm
when
now like, wow,
like
I've
when we
been
started
doing it
playing
all
to
along.
clicks and stuff, it was a
Yeah.
bit like, okay, like, but for what we were doing, we had to.
Yeah,
play
of
to
course,
clicks,
that's
so.
it. We.
But then after a while, you kind of just well for ages when we first started Bear Club, like we didn't have in-ear monitors. Like Jay was the only one who had in-ear monitors,
Yeah.
so we would just have wedges at the front
Yeah.
for our monitor mixes, but Jay would be the only one getting the click. And then when we swapped over to in-ear monitors, I was a bit like, I'm not, not too keen on this. But then after a
You
couple
adapt.
of gigs, I was
Adapt
just
and
like,
overcome.
yep. After
We-
after a couple of gigs, I was
I
just
could
like,
go
yeah,
there.
no, like.
We've dabbled with in-ears, but like a very basic setup, and
Yeah.
it just
It's more just for
we've
monitoring.
we've sort of abandoned that, at least for the time being, until we can upgrade. But
You
I
need a
take
Boff.
I mean,
I-
to be
I-
honest,
I take them
that's-
out.
Needed a Boff.
I take them out anyway. I'm a nightmare. I just
Yeah.
A bit of it now is like we've got quite an expensive setup in that regard.
Yeah, this
Like,
is-
it's-
you
it's
guys
the-
do have a
we've,
very
we've
big
got
setup.
it's not a basic setup, so I think
Yeah.
that helps. Is we've kind of gone down the right route for what we're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a bit of a nightmare for some
And-
venues, like, but
Yeah, I mean, we are quite an accommodating band. I feel when we
I
play
try
venues,
to
we
be
try our
like
best
I do
to-
try like it's
Yeah.
like that it's like that show that we played at 6-6
Cambridge.
where they couldn't run our in-ear monitoring setup, but they were still able to set Karl up with his in-ear mix and everything. We just plugged his monitor into their monitoring system, and then we still had like the click going in our ears because
Mine died on me.
we just put our packs into
I had
one ear
nothing.
and just
So-
had the click, so we were all still able to play in time with that.
I was telling you about that fear that if it fucks
Mhm.
up,
Yeah,
you're all
yeah.
right.
It got you.
that happened to me.
Yeah,
At the 6-6, and I literally stood over Carl's drums, just listening to him.
Yeah.
Like, to take it all out, so it's just loud as fuck.
Yeah.
But then it comes to me singing parts, doesn't it? And obviously I'm now just deaf from being in this situation where I'm just in the middle of this cacophony of noise. And I just go, "Ah, what's coming up?" And I just see Boff turn around like that.
This is not like they rehearsed.
It's like, you alright, mate? Is everything okay?
Can't hear a fucking thing.
Oh.
It was, we were talking about this earlier on, but the guys, your brother last night.
Oh man.
There was this guy that just stood next to us. Just why? Just stood there looking at. Well, no, he's looking at you.
Apparently he was looking at me or watching me. Yeah.
He
You're
came
captivating,
right into the
that's
space
why.
where I stood, and his missus went behind where the toilets were. And she's barking at him, and he's just stood right in front of me, but looking at Carl.
What are you playing?
While I'm in like middle of the song,
It's mad.
doing my thing. I was nearly headbutting him
Yeah.
at one point. I was like, "Back off!"
People are mental, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like,
You're getting burnt. Yeah.
Oh, just stand right in front of you. And watch
You get
it.
It was quite funny,
gig
'cause-
etiquette. There you go.
Yeah.
Because of all
It
of our
was-
gear, even though there's 5 of us, we struggled to get on the stage.
It was different last
So
night.
I had
It-
one
you
foot
know,
on the floor and 1 foot on the stage like, for
Yeah.
the whole fucking performance. But
ended up being fun though.
Yeah,
It was
fun
really
night.
good.
Fun night.
yeah, and Warren at Charters was very accommodating.
Yeah.
Was
yeah,
it? That was
absolute
good.
star.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, and all the guys there.
They've got good. It's good that I
Good
like
team,
it.
yeah.
I don't know about playing there. I don't know. It seems hard. I don't know. It just
Yeah,
seems
I'm not
do you know
sure we've
what
got. I'm not sure we've
Well,
got.
we've done
I'm
the
not sure
boat
we've
now,
got
so
what it
now
takes
we
to
wanna
pull it
do
off.
We want to do the garden now because
Drink.
we've got a really good setup. We've got a really good setup.
Yeah, that stage looks pretty tasty.
Yeah, and in the summertime they've got a real big area, so that'll be lively out there. Try and get
I-
it going.
I'm sure we'll come
Yeah,
to
it's
that. We'll be
Yeah.
there.
Need
we'll
more
be there.
venues though, don't we? We
Yeah,
need
yeah,
more
this is
venues.
it. This is it.
Yeah, a lot of them are closing
I'm
down.
looking
and
forward.
going
I'm looking forward
bye-bye.
to your headline set here. Here we aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got a book headlines out
yeah,
here.
I'm sure we'll do it.
Maybe we'll
Yeah,
open
it's
for
all
you.
good.
Yeah.
We have to get Paul's approval.
Do we?
No.
Yeah, I planted the seed with him today. He
Yeah.
was.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe he's keen.
No,
He wasn't. He was keeping his cards close to his chest.
I'm throwing him under the bus. You know, he's very accommodating. He's one of the better ones. We're just dickheads.
But you guys enjoy that sound would be massive down there.
Yeah.
That in the live room, and with all the people
I'm
like.
still bringing my big amp though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
it'll fit through the door.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So you will know.
Yeah,
It
at
will
least
get
you ain't got any
super
stairs
loud.
to lug
It
it
will
down
get
this time,
super,
like-
super loud.
Yeah, it'd be great. It was.
But yeah, man. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So yeah. Well, should
Arm
we,
wrestle?
should we end with a would you rather?
Yeah.
Long nipples or tiny teeth?
Oh, tiny
Tiny
teeth.
teeth.
Tiny teeth.
How tiny are we talking, and how long?
Yeah,
Right, okay.
I feel I need.
Like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Just
but long.
Just like standard nipple size.
No, as in like, so
No,
like
actually.
your nipple comes out, like droops down.
Joe,
So
okay.
it's like you can sort of pick them
No,
up.
no, it might have to. You
Like
can
this
hide a
spaghetti.
long nipple.
Yeah, you can keep that under
You can
wraps.
hide a
Whereas
long nipple.
Yeah, but you still get nipple erections.
Oh no, I'd keep that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
there's
even
there's
better
more.
than
There's
that.
more.
Now they've got a
That's
purpose.
the winner.
That's a
I'd much rather have a long erect nipple.
that's
The-
a
with the-
conversation starter right there. Like, you know, like it's a party trick. Like long
Yeah,
nips,
so
long
long.
nips all day.
Well,
long.
you could play
Like,
hula.
Have you seen
Yeah.
this trick I did?
Yeah.
Like,
Just get a bag of hula hoops and
Yeah.
play some hula.
Oh,
Come on then, boys.
oh, they're erect. Go on, have your shot there, lads.
Have a go at that.
Go on.
Fuck, I was going to go tiny teeth, but you've actually convinced me.
you've been talked round.
I'm
Yeah.
really down with like some long nipples.
No, like yeah, you'd just be all gum, wouldn't you? And that's not fun.
You could hang your tail with
Wow.
that.
Bad, bad gum to tooth ratio is
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
still fine with my decision.
you
Well,
sticking
you
with
went
it.
tiny teeth.
I'm gonna
Sticking with
stick
tiny teeth.
You
Well,
stick with
fair
tiny teeth. Oh, I'm going long nips. All
How are you
day
going to
long.
eat though? Yeah.
With his
Can
tiny
you
little
milk-
nashes.
milk-
You
Tiny
can-
little
you
burgers.
can- You can put most things in a blender.
Yeah, alright, fair
He'll
enough.
just be wearing a grill
Well,
like
look at
Gangs,
yeah,
anyway, really.
The
Just
tiny little
go
grill.
tiny teeth
Yeah.
across it.
Oh, brilliant.
That's his gangster name. Tiny teeth.
Tiny teeth.
Tiny
So-
teeth.
Well, I think we'll give you the final word in what's next. What have you got coming up? What's
We're
the rest of
playing
the what's the
Duffy's
rest of the
is
year
our
look
next
like?
gig, isn't it?
Yeah, so Duffy's in Leicester on
Nice.
Good Friday, which will be nice.
That will be a
for
Good
us.
Friday.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
We've got a gig in Birmingham that day, so we won't be at that one, I'm afraid.
Unfortunately,
Sorry.
the same for you guys at your show.
Yeah. Obviously, we would both be at each other's shows.
Yeah,
clearly.
it could be.
Yeah,
We're going to be louder than you.
Hopefully we'll be able to hear you.
yeah.
In Birmingham.
Yeah.
You might. It's a
From Leicester.
possibility.
Are we gonna get new? Well, we won't hold you to a hard date, but are we gonna get new music in 2023?
Yes, of course.
Well, you've said it now,
Yeah,
so-
Oh,
Yeah,
brilliant.
no, we've got one ready to go. We're
Um,
just we want a couple more in the bank so that we don't leave everyone on a.
We're currently in the
Cliffhanger.
process of recording a batch of new ones
It's like
to
another 4 or 5 songs
to
we've got lined
release.
up.
So
But we've
We'll
got
drip
other
feed them in.
things to come from the EP, I feel.
Excellent.
So yeah, there will be more to come from the EP that we have released that you can listen to on all streaming platforms, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Deezer.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Deezer,
Yeah.
LimeWire.
Pandora.
Yeah.
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 Tinder, someone said last night.
Well, yeah, they did. Yeah.
We once had a band Tinder, didn't we, to promote?
Yeah, we
Animals?
tried. Yeah.
Doesn't
yeah.
work.
No.
Yeah, not a way to
Okay.
advertise a single.
Right.
Well,
okay.
why are you promoting
Noted.
animals on a dating website?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Oh, the song.
yeah.
Oh, right, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
You
yeah.
genuinely
Like
think
cats.
like
Sorry.
it's like, oh, here's a page.
I thought it was
dedicated.
like swipe left
Would
if
you
you
like to
that
date
cat.
my dog?
Yeah.
Like,
Bestiality!
Yeah. Yeah.
Stud dogs.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Look at my horse.
And then we have Willow coming up, which
Yeah,
Willowfest.
I
Willowfest,
feel like
yeah.
that's something.
What day are you
worth-
playing Willowfest?
We are on the Friday.
No, you're.
We're playing the Saturday.
You're the Saturday.
We're
so
Saturday,
on
yeah.
the Friday.
Yeah, we're the Friday.
Yeah.
I think it's
9 o'clock.
around 9 o'clock.
I'll
Can't
try
wait.
and get there for most of the weekend, so
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
catch
yeah,
you
yeah,
guys.
of course,
It's gonna
We
be
should
so
do a
good,
live
yeah.
podcast from there.
Yeah,
that's
live
it.
podcast. All the music just going everywhere.
Yeah.
So at least boys can sort it
Yeah.
out. They're masters.
fix it in post.
Yeah.
Fix it in post.
Loads of those acoustic paddles you get on building sites,
Yeah.
just all
Mate,
around
I
us.
can build you. I can build you.
Oh, you could probably. Well, we'll have to talk about that off air.
Yeah.
Build us an acoustic
I'll build
room.
you
Yeah.
Temporary studio structure.
For free. Thank you very much. Well, that's on tape. Well, look, thank you very much for coming.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a
Thanks
really
for
good
having
Thanks,
week.
gents.
for having us.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Hope you've had a good
Thank
time.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
It's been brilliant.
Both done well. With the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
well done.
Shame you
I
didn't
lose. I
lucky
didn't
now.
lose my top.
Shame that
like,
you didn't
Yeah.
win Ethan versus, but you know,
that's fine.
maybe next time we'll have you back on next year and we'll see if you've got any better.
Yeah.
I'll study up on song
We'll
names.
go on one of
Please.
our playlists next time, maybe.
Yeah.
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 You got some Barry White coming
Oh.
your way.
No,
Instead.
we won't do that. Why don't you record your own fucking podcast? Okay? Why don't you do that? Anyway, bye!
Bye bye.
Let's have an argument.